The so-called 20 Years' Anarchy was the period of acute internal instability in the Byzantine Empire, marked by the rapid succession of several emperors to the throne between the first deposition of Justinian II in 695 and the ascent of Leo III, the Isaurian, to the throne in 717, which marks the beginning of the Isaurian dynasty. Justinian II and the usurpers 685–711. Justinian II set in motion a chain of events by embarking on a despotic and increasingly violent course. His policies met with considerable opposition, eventually provoking a rebellion led by Leontios in 695, which deposed and exiled him, precipitating a prolonged period of instability and anarchy, with 7 emperors in 22 years. Leontios proved equally unpopular and was in turn overthrown by Tiberios III. Tiberios managed to bolster the eastern frontier and reinforce the defences of Constantinople. But meanwhile Justinian was conspiring to make a comeback, and after forming an alliance with the Bulgars succeeded in taking Constantinople and executing Tiberios. Justinian then continued to reign for a further 6 years. His treatment of Tiberios and his supporters had been brutal, and he continued to rule in a manner that was despotic and cruel. He lost the ground regained by Tiberios in the east, and imposed his views on the Pope. However, before long he faced a rebellion led by Philippikos Bardanas. Justinian was captured and executed, as was his son and co-emperor, Tiberius, thus extinguishing the Heraclean line. Justinian had taken the Byzantine Empire yet further from its origins. He effectively abolished the historical role of consul, merging it with emperor, thus strengthening the emperor's constitutional position as absolute monarch. Philippikos Bardanas 711–713. Philippikos' rebellion extended beyond politics to religion, deposing the Patriarch Cyrus, re-establishing monothelitism and overturning the Sixth Ecumenical Council, which in turn alienated the empire from Rome. His reign ended abruptly when an army rebellion deposed him and replaced him with Anastasius II. Anastasius 713–715. Anastasius reversed his predecessor's religious policies and responded to Arab attacks by sea and land, this time reaching as far as Galatia in 714, with some success. However, the very army that had placed him on the throne rose against him, proclaimed a new emperor and besieged Constantinople for 6 months, eventually forcing Anastasius to flee. Theodosius III 715–717. The troops had proclaimed Theodosius III as the new emperor, and once he had overcome Anastasius was almost immediately faced with the Arab preparations for the Second Arab Siege of Constantinople, forcing him to seek assistance from the Bulgars. He in turn faced rebellion from 2 other themata, Anatolikon and Armeniakon in 717, and chose to resign, being succeeded by Leo III, bringing an end to the cycle of violence and instability. It is surprising that the Byzantine Empire was able to survive, given its internal problems, the speed with which the Sassanid Empire collapsed under the Arab threat, and the fact that it was being threatened simultaneously on 2 fronts. However, the strength of the military organization within the empire, and factional struggles within the Arab world enabled it to do so.